In today's episode of the vlog, a new relationship is fostered from Instagram.
I'm a hustler.
I'm ready to hire number 2 already.
Number 2.
So I'm probably gonna hire a back-end person
Okay.
to upload everything. I just hate doing that shit. And like tagging and hashtagging, I know is a huge growth opportunity for me. And I know I'm just not good at it, and I have no interest in it. So like, I might as well hire someone. But
You shoot and edit?
Yep.
How'd you guys link up?
D-Rock.
Really?
D-Rock put up a post about, ironically, he did some stuff with one of the agents that works for me, just on like some, you know, let me help you out kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then D-Rock put up like a networking post.
Right.
And I was like, yo, this is what I'm looking for. And he calls me, he's like, hey, you know me from Angel. And I was like, oh yeah. So then, I mean, I was interviewing people like all that week, and we met and clicked.
Love it.
Yeah.
How many spots?
We got 4, maybe 5. I'm just waiting on an email back. We got another one we're gonna see here, then we're gonna go to the Upper West.
Cool.
And I think I have 2 on the, we may have 3 more after this, so 4. And then I'm just waiting on an email from brokers, which is always fun. Majority of my peers suck at life.
It's a grind, man. Just going through this, seeing what the brokers gotta go through. It's a grind.
Yeah, and I mean, people don't realize, like, you know, brokers like get a bad reputation because, I mean, the barrier to entry is like nothing. It's 75 hours to get a license. Right. So like, anybody can do it, and 80% of the people that get a license don't renew it in 2 years.
Right.
Because it's running a business,
Yep.
you know, and people don't have the discipline to not have a boss.
Right.
So, or they have no idea how to run a business.
And aren't willing to work outside of the
Right.
9 to 5.
Right, and because they don't have a boss, you know, it's very easy to go get fucking stoned all afternoon.
Yep.
Or, you know, start day drinking at 2 and then not ever go back to the office because nobody's gonna say a word to you.
Right.
And that's why, you know, like if you look at the average real estate broker, they make like $45,000 a year.
How long have you been with you?
Almost 9 years now. Yeah, about 2.5 years ago, like I took over the team from my pops. So my dad has got like 25 years in, but he's got a year more in the city than me. Like he did the first 15 in Queens.
Right.
So I really just like
You've always been city?
Yeah. Before I did this, I ran all the circuit cities on Long Island. So when they went out of business, I was like, fuck, I'm done with corporate America.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I went to Africa. I sat on my couch and watched Family Guy in South Park for a couple weeks, and I was like, you know, I need to go back to work. I'm like, all right, let me try real estate.
Really?
Yeah.
At least it was a little bit of family.
Yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, like, you could sell something, you could sell anything. It's just the process is slightly different.
Right.
And I have no problem. I mean, I've been selling shit since fucking kindergarten. My mom tells a story, right? So this is like pre-Game Boy era, right? So there was handheld games. I still remember I found one on eBay the other day. It was a Double Dragon game. So like, you press the character and their leg went up like this. Or like the fist went like this.
Right.
I was in class selling plays to my classmates like I was running a fucking arcade. The teacher calls my mom. My mom's crying on the phone. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you crying for, Mom?
Right.
I'm like, you should have been, I'm like, if my son's teacher calls me, I'm like, what the fuck you wasting my time for and not recognizing my son's achievement? Nonsense.
Not everyone gets it.
Not everybody has it. Everybody has different skill sets. Like, some people are just more right brain than left brain, and that's fine. It's just, not everybody's destined to win.
Right.
And it doesn't mean, like, if you don't win, you're a bad person. It's just, you know, you need B and C and D players in order for society to function. For sure.
Everyone's got their different
Right.
definition of winning as well.
It's true. Yeah. Like, if you would have told me 3-4 years ago I'd be working 70, 80 hours a week and, like, loving it, I would have laughed. I'd have been like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, yeah.
It's life.
Yeah.
You got a kid?
I have a 2-year-old.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Son, right?
Yeah, it's exhausting.
I'm sure.
That's the one thing they don't warn you about is how exhausting it is.
I appreciate you doing this.
No, listen, it's my pleasure. I don't do this often, I'm going to be honest. Yeah. But for me, it's the connection from Instagram,
For sure.
because that's always a good story to be able to tell afterwards to prove the thesis that there's a ridiculous ROI.
Totally.
You know. And then part of it is honestly who you work for. If I'm frank,
I get it.
you know, if you worked for Joe Schmo and I was like, we would have helped you. It wouldn't have been me though. It would have been one of my agents.
Totally get it.
Yeah. But that's how I became friendly with Justin. If you look at the big picture, New York is not that intensely populated. Like when you compare it to Tokyo, or a Cairo, or a Macau, like, or you know, so there's so much space. And if you look at it from an aerial standpoint, eventually what will happen is like someone will buy this block. This corner 8-story disappears, and they upzone. So now you have 60-story towers on every corner, and it'll serve a couple of purposes. You know, you'll help with your low-income housing on one segment, and find a place for people to live.
Cool. It's nice. Good size. Cool. You know, there's construction on the next door, next to the bedroom.
I can take it. Wait, this construction?
Yeah. They're putting up a building next door.
I can take a look. See what I can find.
So you're running paid.
Oh yeah,
Who's doing that?
me. Yeah. At some point.
Are you boosting or are you doing power?
No. Like targeted.
Yeah.
Very specific locations. So I'll boost just very quickly to get like a $4 sense of like the relevance score, and things then, you know.
Are you using Facebook?
Yeah.
The power editor?
Yeah. For Facebook.
Good for you.
Yeah.
It's the same for IG though.
For Instagram, I do it more just through the app.
Yeah.
Like I'll go to promote, I'll put like what, when, where, how, kind of who.
Yep.
There's probably a lot more flexibility to do like ands and ors in that, but like for what I'm doing for now.
For sure. I would try it out though.
Oh no.
At some point.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable with it.
I really want to hire somebody that's going to do that, like
Totally.
tied with everything, just because it's not the best use of my time.
Right.
It makes more sense for me to be out talking to people, or even like sitting on my fucking phone DMing people,
Right.
than it does to sitting in front of a computer waiting for something to upload.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's fucking a lot of work.
But it's what you got to do to like. I really truly believe that Amazon is 5 years away from deciding, hey Alexa, help me find a home. Is a business they really want to go after.
Right.
Salud. That almost overnight it'll put 70% of the real estate agents out of business. Because think about it, like so much of what we're doing right now is automated.
Right.
Like your biometrics in your phone can very clearly, almost to like a 0.01% tell you who the fuck you are, right? I mean, you give companies that information anyway. Like you give Airbnb your fucking driver's license when you book something, right? So it's like, it's not far before you can biometric yourself into the fucking apartment, and because cameras are so cheap, they can watch you as you're doing it. So you know Big Brother's there, so you're not gonna do anything stupid in theory. And then you don't, if you need it, you fucking click apply on the phone, and then you don't have to deal with a broker.
So true.
I mean, I'd love to create that. I don't have the time and desire, and like if I'm not doing it, it's not gonna fucking, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have an idea for fucking, I mean, I have ideas for days, but ideas ain't shit if you're gonna fucking do anything with them. Unless you got like the right people around that could execute upon them, and then that's a whole different story. But like, I don't want to spread myself too thin. Like I need to win what I'm winning at now,
Right.
focus on that. Like the shit that I'm expanding in is into like clothing. So like I'm gonna do beanies because I wear beanies all the fucking time, just as promotional. Like I'm not gonna sell any of them.
Right.
Everything's gonna be given away. I'm gonna eventually start giving away my actual clothes. I was talking to Jeff about this, Lev. I was like,
Yeah.
my belief is that, like, so Gary could do this because of how big he is in his scale. I'm not there yet. If he did hustle-worn clothing, kind of like how you have game-worn jerseys. And the reality is, like, if you look at his stuff, he's wearing enough of his own stuff anyway. So, like, this could be Monday's shirt.
Right.
And after, you sign the fucking shirt.
That's interesting. His fans would eat that shit up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He'd create a secondary market overnight. Yeah. And then he could do something like the $30 fucking beef jerky.
People believe that.
I
shit,
you know, I
man.
can't believe it. I'm dying.
We were getting DMs after DMs. Like, it's sold out. How do we get it? Never existed. It's crazy.
But I think, like, for example, you want to talk about music today. Like, I think Cardi
Yeah.
is the perfect example of everything Gary's talking about. Like, I'm surprised he's not talking more about her success and like her come up because of the work she put in on Instagram and going out, like, doing tour dates to build a fan base to then be able to justify like a B-rate single as a #1 hit because she put in all that effort.
I doubt he's even educated enough on her.
But you know, she's but he depends on
Boyd.
One Boyd, which is great. You know.
Yeah. I don't see Boyd fucking. I don't know enough for her story, but well, it's interesting. Everybody's out. Everybody's gonna be in tomorrow.
I love the shitty days because the shitty days help self-filter out the people that are full of crap. Because you ain't coming out
Right.
if you don't need to. If the weather's shit. You want to window shop on a day like today? Yeah, it's a whole different story. So what were you doing before Gary?
GV?
Yeah.
I worked in the startup world for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Doing what?
Sales, biz dev. Was not happy. Wasn't happy. Quit. Spent a couple months just trying to figure shit out.
Mm-hmm.
Knew about Gary a little bit. Jab just came out. That got me hooked a little bit more on him, and then I said, fuck it, let me just go to this company and see what happens. I really just want to get in there, get close to him, pitch him an idea, run away with his money, and that was it.
Okay.
That didn't happen. So I started with the agency, very entry level. But I was 26 with an MBA. I worked in the tech world. I thought I had everything.
Uh-huh.
I bit the bullet. Luckily, he called me to his team a couple months in. That was it. It's 4 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm on the fence about going back to getting an MBA.
Don't do it.
So the way I look at it is like, so if I spend 70, right, and go to NYU to get like one from there, it makes sense because then it's just an expensive networking session.
Yeah, you're buying a logo.
Right, but I'm also buying the relationship. I don't care about the logo. I'm buying the relationships. And the reality is, the 70 grand is like a one building sale.
Yeah.
And a lot of these kids, that's what they do. Mommy and daddy then give them $7 million and they go buy their first fucking building.
Yeah.
So like, I just like for me, it's not even the money as much as it is the time. Like I just don't know where I'm finding that time.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And like if I don't, like I feel like if I don't fully engage, like I'm not gonna get my worth out of it.
You don't think you could build that network without it?
I don't know if I can
it's
build
a
it as
time
quick.
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm connecting with developers every day through DM, through what I post.
Right.
Like that listing that I was telling you about that I got at 2.75
Yeah.
came from he's a fan of Gary, came from a targeted ad just for that.
Fucking crazy.
And then what I'll do is after you'll follow me, like I'll DM everybody, at least now,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, thanks for the follow.
Totally.
And because then it's the ability to open the conversation.
Yeah.
Right? And then really all it is, social is just like the new water cooler.
Yep.
You just then have to pull them out of fucking social into the real world. You know? But the same business shit applies. Like I had to be persistent with this motherfucker and follow up like 9 times.
I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler.
Although you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
You have a good space. I mean, the fridge there is a little odd, but right. That would make sense. Yeah, put the fridge right there.
I'm a hustler.
To me, like my thought is finding like a C-level executive, like a CMO probably would be ideal, because so much of the shit I'm doing myself. Like I'm not outsourcing anything.
You're doing all the right things though. There's not much else you could be doing. You know.
My belief is when you get to that level, you move in a slightly different manner, and you address. Right, you think differently, you start empowering people differently, and for me, like, I feel like that'll help me scale my next jump.
Yeah.
Plus, it's always good to have somebody C-level in your pocket, like, you know.
Do you want to go commercial?
I feel like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I feel like it's. Yeah, we were having this conversation. I'm honestly a little bit scared that something may pop that's not what I'm expecting to pop, and may push me in a direction that I'm not expecting to go.
Right.
Well, when you say commercial, what do you mean?
I mean,
like Trent, like influencer, or did you mean like commercial, like the commercial side of the real estate business? Because that we're already doing.
More influencers, like
Yeah.
being
That's, I mean,
the face of your space.
So my belief, very very similar to probably shit you hear from Gary, is that we're getting to a juncture where we're gonna stop consuming news from networks, and we're gonna look at trusted individuals.
Yep.
And I think because of the size of New York, there'll be 2 to 4 dozen trusted individuals, maybe more. Who knows? I'm just trying to position myself as one of those trusted individuals. And living here my whole life and having the authentic look, sound, feel, so on and so forth, and the lack of giving a shit, I think puts me in a slightly better position to win than some of my competition that may be doing significantly better than me right now. Hello? Yeah, who's this now?
Yeah, my name is Jack. I'm calling you from the computer IT department. It's a notification call about your computer, okay?
Oh, wow. What's wrong with my computer?
Actually, the reason why I'm calling you today to let you know that over the past few weeks, whenever you are going online or checking your mails and browsing any website, that point of time, your computer is downloading some non-secure program from the internet, and they're affecting your operating system. So you need to delete them from your computer, okay?
Wow. How did that happen?
Yeah, I'm saying that some online hackers have created some unwanted non-secure program, and whenever you are going online, they're trying to spread all those non-secure programs to your computer. So you need to stop them. You need to delete them from your computer, okay?
Okay, great.
So are you in front of the computer right now?
Yes.
Okay, I will let you know how to check and delete all the software programs from your computer by yourself. You do not need to go to online for that. So you just have to look at your keyboard, at the extreme left-hand bottom corner of your keyboard. You see the CTRL key?
Yes.
Yeah. Just next to the CTRL key, which key do you see?
You should know. You see my computer, no?
I'm not saying that. Just next to the CTRL key, control key, which key do you have on your keyboard?
But you should know. You're calling me to tell me something's wrong.
If you are in front of your computer, you can see some keys on your keyboard, right? That's what I'm asking you.
Why does the keys on my keyboard matter if I'm having a problem with my computer?
Yeah, I'm saying you're applying technical steps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What kind of computer do I have?
I'm talking about your computer, your Windows computer I'm talking about.
My Windows computer. Oh man, that's bad.
Sorry?
That's bad if something's wrong with my Windows computer.
Are you in front of your computer or not?
Yeah, there's a happy face next to the control key.
Yeah, just next to the control, you will see this.
Yeah, happy face.
Sorry?
There's a happy face.
Sorry? Which key do you see?
Happy face.
Happy departure.
Oh, your voice changed.
Voice change.
Yeah, you're not the same person that was just on the phone.
Oh, so have a good day, right?
Yeah, you're all been recorded. Right now. Fuckers. We can call that segment Fucking with Scammers. When the hood cosigns.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say.
It was a little spacey.
Yeah, because we was walking.
Yeah.
I could cut it and make it shorter. Cut out all those like empty spaces.
Cut them out, yeah. Cut some of them.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to lose people. So we had another productive day. Took out a client we connected with from Instagram, working on a top secret project, and happy to announce that on 4/20 we'll be doing a podcast with a company that makes CBD infused products here in New York City. Check it out. Let me know what you love. Thanks for the love. Peace.
I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler.